What is up, all of my horror fanatics out there? Welcome back to Late Night Frights. I'm the Late Night Frights horror leader, the J. Sloan or Jordan, back here to do another video for you. And as always, guys, I want to thank everyone for tuning in this evening. Last week we did horror battles, and I think we did a really good week. There were some missed videos. 2 people actually missed videos last week. There were some internet problems with one person, which is completely understandable. But I just wanted to apologize for that. Hopefully everyone will make their video this week and we will have a full week. But yeah, so last week, us doing horror battles, of course, we are doing a theme this week. And the theme we chose to do is our sci-fi theme, so a science fiction theme. And everyone has selected a film to review, and this is my personal pick. Now, this film is not just a sci-fi film. It's got a lot of action in it. It's a disaster film. It's got comedic elements to it. It's action-packed movie. I mean, it's a summer blockbuster, of course, and the film is from 1996, and it is Independence Day. Okay, so Independence Day was made in 1996. It was directed by Roland Emmerich, starring Bill Pullman, Jeff Goldblum, and Will Smith. And basically in this film, this is the start of the alien invasion or the alien apocalypse in this film. And the aliens literally just come out of nowhere one day, out of the sky, out of nowhere, and their ships start hovering above cities, basically complete cities, and like just hovering above them, and no one knows what their real intention is. So we have Bill Pullman playing the president, who I thought did an amazing job. Very fun and very real president. I could feel his acting. It didn't feel fake. It didn't feel forced or pushed. It was just there, and I could actually see him as a president of the United States. Did a really good job. So we have him as the president. He's a new, younger president, and everybody is kind of like, I don't know if we should trust him. Like, well, what is he going to do? How's he going to get us through this alien invasion? And what's going to be the outcome? So basically, first, Bill Pullman thinks, what do they want? Do they want to just communicate with us, make contact, make peace? What do they want? And that's what a lot of people around the world is thinking. Then we have Jeff Goldblum's character, who is really good on computers, and he hears a signal through the computer, basically hacks in, and he finds out what their real intentions are. The aliens' real intentions, they have a very devious plan, and he has to rush to get to the president to tell him, this is what's going to happen. Okay, so next we got Will Smith's character, and when we see him, he seems like this basic, normal, average guy. When the aliens come to Earth, he's actually with his girlfriend and her son, and you can see very quickly that he wants to take things to the next level with her. He wants to marry her, and, he really cares about both her and her son. He sees him as his own kid. And very soon we realize he's actually in the military, and he gets called out, to see what's going on with the aliens, and he has to leave them behind. He basically says, I'll be back. Things happen there. I'm not going to go into it. I don't want to spoil it. But, when he gets to the military, he just turns into this badass, unstoppable force, and it's really cool to see Will Smith like that. Also, he brought his comedy to the role. I mean, the comedic aspects in this film from him are just awesome. The cheesy, off-the-wall lines he throws are just badass. Like, he just throws these lines out here and there, and they're just so so cheesy, but so badass at the same time. So that was really cool seeing Will Smith in this film. Of course, this being his debut film, I believe. Of course, he had Fresh Prince before this, but this was a film that could either make or break his career. And as you saw, I mean, as you know, as we all know, it really pushed him forward, and he is one of the highest paid actors today. So he did a really good job in this film. So the thing I love about this movie, it goes between Bill Pullman, Jeff Goldblum, and Will Smith. It doesn't stay on one specific character. It goes between these three leads and other minor characters as well. So we get to see that. We get to see from their point of view what they think about this alien invasion and what they're going to do about it. And it all ties in at the end, and they all meet up. They all collide, and that's what I love about this movie. Their stories collide, and it's a badass movie. The action, I mean, the special effects in this one are really, really good. Some of it is dated, but that's to be expected. This film was made in 1996, and it looks really good still to this day. I really thought the spaceships were cool, and the way the aliens looked. That's another thing. The aliens in this film, they tease you a little bit with the aliens, and you'll get to see what they look like when you see the actual film. So definitely check the film out. The aliens are cool in this one too, and the whole story behind it. I love the ending, love the beginning, the middle, and the end. It is a long movie, but the characters are so fleshed out. I feel a lot of people have stated in their reviews that the characters are just one-dimensional characters. I don't agree with that at all. I don't think the characters were one-dimensional. I think they were fleshed out as much as they could be in the time limit of this film. I mean, everyone did a great job, so believable in their acting. I mean, Bill Pullman as the president, awesome job. I believed him. Like I said, I thought he could have been the president, did a really good job. Jeff Goldblum as the nerdy scientist who was good with computers. That was his role. Like, there was no other role in the film he could have played. He played that to a T. I mean, that was perfect. Everything that Jeff Goldblum adds to his acting anyway, the weird and quirky way that he speaks and some of his movements, he added that, and it worked perfectly. Will Smith as the badass military dude who was comedic in many ways and threw out cheap shots and cheap lines out there sometimes, that worked, and he did great at it. Everyone did their part in this movie, and they played it very well. So definitely check out Independence Day if you haven't already. You won't be disappointed. It is a great action-packed sci-fi film. Like I said, it has many elements to it, and I think a lot of people who haven't seen the film definitely need to check it out, and you probably will enjoy it. So there's my review over Independence Day. If I had to rate this movie, I'll go 4.8 out of 5. I literally didn't have many complaints with this. There were a few slow points in the film. Of course, it was a longer movie. But there was no complaints to me, really. I thought it was action-packed. For the most part, it was action-packed, and the acting was done really well. The effects were really good. The directing was really good. So I really didn't have any complaints with it, so that's why it gets a 4.8 out of 5. So really enjoy Independence Day. Once again, guys, if you haven't seen it, definitely check it out. So I want to thank everyone once again for tuning in. That was my review over Independence Day. Please comment in the box down below and tell me what you thought about this film. I really want to hear everyone's opinions on it. Stay tuned, guys. Tomorrow, Chris Brock will be reviewing a sci-fi film of his choice, and that will go on throughout this week. And, you just watch Late Night Frights. Comment and subscribe. And as always, guys, keep it horror. Peace.